Hi, my name is Lindsay, and this is day one of my personal growth project. For this project, I decided I wanted to learn how to train my dog. This is Jax, and he's a 4-year-old Boston Terrier. And by the end of this, I want him to have learned how to speak and shake. He already knows how to sit and lay down, and my mom actually taught him those things when he was a puppy. So she's gonna be my mentor because she's had a lot of dogs and she's been able to teach them really cool things. So I want her to be able to give me tips along the way on how I can become better at training him. So we're gonna start with learning how to shake. I have these treats here, and whenever Jax does something good, I'm gonna give him a treat to reward his good behavior. I'm gonna continuously say the word shake to him, and I'm gonna grab his paw so that he figures out that that's what I want him to do. And whenever he does that, I'm gonna give him a treat. Can you shake? Good boy. Good boy, bud. Good boy. Can you shake? Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Can you shake? Come on. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Okay, so I've probably been working with Jax for about an hour now. We really just focused on shake, and I think he started to understand the concept towards the end, but he doesn't quite have it down yet. So I called my mom, and she suggested that I focus on one paw whenever I am teaching him. So whenever I reach my hand out and grab his paw, I shouldn't alternate paws. I should just focus on one. So I'll probably choose his right one, my left, and that'll be the one that I grabbed. That way, whenever I do that, he really notices that I want him to give me that paw. And next we're gonna work on speak, and I think this is gonna come a lot easier to Jax because he barks a lot at really anything. He barks at his toys, food, the door, anything outside. He loves barking, so I'm just gonna use different things to get him to bark, and whenever he does, I'm gonna tell him to speak, I'm gonna give him a treat, and that way he catches on to what the word speak means. Jax, can you speak? Can you speak? Come on. Can you speak? Come on, can you speak? So yeah, obviously at first he doesn't seem to know what that word means at all. I think I just need to get him playing with his toys or get some food in front of him or some treats in front of him and get him going and get him to start barking at me, and then that's when I'll start to reward him, and hopefully he'll catch on from there. Jax, can you speak? Come on, you want the treats? Can you speak? Oh, there you go. There you go, good boy. Can you sit? Sit, you speak? You want the treat? Can you speak? Can you speak? Good boy. There you go. All right, so I've been working with Jax now for probably about 20-30 minutes, and he seems to know what the word speak means. I still have treats, and he definitely is more willing to do it when I have a treat, you know, right in front of his face. But hopefully we'll keep working at it, and he'll get to the point where he'll speak whenever I don't have any type of treat with me. So, Jax, can you speak? Good boy, good boy. All right, so now me and Jax have worked on learning how to speak, and honestly, for day one, I think he got it pretty down. All I had to do was bring treats out, and he started to bark at me, and I would just tell him to speak, and whenever he would bark, I would give him a treat. And I think he really connected that the word speak means that I want him to bark, and that I'm gonna give him a treat if he barks. And it got to the point where at the end, he didn't even have to have a treat right in front of his face for him to bark. And that's what I wanted. I wanted him to learn how to do that without having to have something to motivate him. So I'm really impressed with how well he did today with speaking. I talked to my mom again and got some advice from her, and she suggested that going forward, I probably don't work on both tricks with him in the same day. I should probably master one first and then move on to the next one. And I think that's really good advice, considering the word speak and the word shake are kind of probably similar to a dog. And so hopefully next time I work with him, he doesn't get those things mixed up. Hopefully when I work on shaking with him, he doesn't just bark at me the whole time, but we'll see. All right, so this is gonna be the second day where I will be working with Jax for a while. We're gonna focus today on learning how to shake, and he came really, really close to learning how to shake on the first day. And I've been working with him a little bit throughout these last few days, but today we're gonna work on it for a while, and if he masters it today, then we'll move on to learning how to speak, but for now, I'm just gonna focus on learning how to shake. Can you shake? Jax, do you want a cookie? Can you shake? Can you shake, bud? Oh, good boy! Good boy! That's a good boy! You want another one? You want a cookie? Can you shake? Oh, what a good boy! Alright, so now that we have shaking down, I'm going to move on to speaking again, and I was super impressed with day one, how quickly he caught on to speaking. So it was pretty much just getting him to connect the word speak with barking, and he really got it down on the first day, but I'm excited to show you guys. Look, he's trying to shake. I'm excited to show you guys how good he is at speaking now. Jax, will you speak? Will you speak? Good boy. Good boy. Can you speak? Good boy. So yeah, I think he's definitely better at speaking. He does it pretty much the first time I ask him. But that's something, you know, that he's very familiar with. Obviously, as a dog, he's been barking his whole life, and shaking is just a kind of a trick that dogs don't do naturally. So I think that's why that one took a little bit longer. But I'm really proud of him, and I am so impressed with how fast he learned how to do both of these tricks. Can you speak? Speak. Speak. Good boy. Now that I have finished my personal growth project, I am so happy that I chose this topic. At the beginning, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to reach my goals and teach Jax the new tricks. I was really nervous that he wasn't going to catch on to anything just because he's not a puppy anymore. I know it's easier to teach puppies new things. And I've never trained a dog before. I've never taught a dog anything new before. And I just wasn't really sure where to begin or what to do. And I was really glad that I had my mom as my mentor because she gave me a lot of useful tricks and tips, and she really helped me walk through the whole process, and she gave me a lot of feedback. And at first the criticism was really hard to receive. Nobody likes hearing that they're not doing something well or that they need to change something. So that was hard at first, and I just used it, and it helped me improve, and it helped me to grow just as a person. And I think it was really important that her feedback wasn't always critiques. She always matched her criticism with some encouraging words, and I think that was really important, and it helped me to keep going and focus on what I was doing right. But her critiques also helped me improve in the areas that I needed to improve in. I chose this topic for a couple of different reasons. The first reason is because Jax is a Boston Terrier, and Boston Terriers are known for being really smart and being able to learn all kinds of different tricks. So I just felt like I should teach him more. The second reason was just to do something out of the ordinary with him, because before COVID-19 was a problem, we would go to like dog beaches or dog friendly restaurants, and I would just take every opportunity I could to like take him like someplace special, and we haven't really been able to do that now. We've just, of course I still spend time with him, but it's really just at home. And I mean, yeah, this was something that I did at home with him, but it was just something out of the ordinary, and it was something to get us to spend time together. So that's why I chose this topic. This project really helped me to develop structure. When I first started, Jax was really confused at learning how to shake and speak. He wasn't really catching on to shake in particular. And once I came up with a good method and kept repeating the same phrases, the same actions, like repeating things over and over again, he really started to develop an understanding. And I think this really plays into what structure is, and it really gave us like a good method to use in order to teach him something new. And this project also helped change my fixed mindset into a growth mindset, The feedback from my mentor really helped with that. And nobody likes to hear that they're doing things wrong, but it really helped me realize that hearing things like that really helps you grow as a person, and it really helps you grow in whatever you are doing. This project also helped teach me resilience. When at first I started and Jax wasn't really catching on to anything, of course I wanted to give up, but it was really important to be resilient and keep on going. I also think I saw resilience in Jax because whenever he wasn't understanding things or he wasn't doing what I was telling him to do, he still sat there and continued to try to understand. This project was really cool to me because I could see my values present through it. Teaching Jax how to speak and shake really allowed me to express gratitude. I enjoyed rewarding him every time he did something good, and I also saw understanding present. I understood that Jax wasn't going to catch on to things right away and that it was going to take some time. So it was just really cool to see my values present throughout this project. This project also aligned with my strengths. So I am an arranger and I am restorative. Being an arranger means that I'm good at commending others when they are reaching a goal. In this case, when Jax was doing a good job and he was able to speak and shake, I was able to commend him by giving him a treat. I was able to be restorative by focusing my time and energy on what I needed to do better. So at first, when I wasn't successful, I really just put all my energy into what I could do to help Jax. Looking back on this project, I've learned so much about myself. I was able to expand out of my comfort zone and receive feedback that taught me things about myself. It's really important to me to get out of my comfort zone. I'm someone who doesn't typically get out of their comfort zone, and just doing something new, even as simple as training Jax, that was me getting out of my comfort zone. So I think that was really important for me. And whenever Jax achieved the goals that I set out for us, I was so happy and I felt so accomplished. I also learned that I am very goal-oriented. Whenever Jax achieved goals that I set out for us, I felt so happy and I felt so accomplished. And I knew that I was not going to be satisfied until he learned how to shake and speak. I will use this new skill in the future because I will continue to teach Jax things. I would love to be able to teach him how to roll over next. And also, I'm sure I'll use this skill in the future when I get more dogs, and this will help me teach them things, and I'll already have a good method going whenever I get new dogs. This project taught me a lot about my leadership ability. It taught me the importance of using feedback from others in order to grow. I know it's important to understand that you don't know everything, and it helped me to recognize my strengths and values even more. And it made me want to use those values and strengths in my daily life and really pay attention when I am doing a good job at things, and whenever my values align with what I'm doing, it's really helping me to see that and improve on that.
Jax, can you shake? Good boy. Speak. Good boy. Good boy.